Hey, it's the Brandon Cruz Daily Fantasy Podcast, where I go and look at low plays and strategies specifically designed for GPPs. This is a show for people who are already informed on daily fantasy sports and how these contests operate. If you have any questions related to the NASCAR series, any NASCAR series, and you're too embarrassed to ask your usual DFS provider, if you just can't find the answer anywhere else, give me a tweet at BrandonCruzDFS. Most importantly, take everything with a grain of salt and use your best judgment when making entries. Additionally, if you have a gambling addiction, that's not my problem. Check your sensitive feelings at the door. Anybody know where that intro is? Anybody know that reference? I'm sure I don't got any reward for you. I'm just curious, do you know what that's from? We're going to be talking about the Xfinity Series at Las Vegas. Now, granted, I am recording this at 1:25 a.m. in the morning, Saturday morning, so I'll upload this, be asleep, and then I'll probably wake up a couple hours before qualifying. So if you have any questions and I don't answer right when you ask them in the morning, that's probably why. So I am gonna break it down like I did the Truck Series. Very, very good Truck Series evening there. Walked away with good profit myself. A lot of people did as well in the DFS Tavern Discord. That is where I hang out. That's where I answer more questions. That's where I have a heat map for all of the series and everything like that. So if you're interested in that, go check out DFS Tavern, our YouTube channel, our website. Just search DFS Tavern. You will see our stuff there, and you can join us on Patreon, and yada yada yada. I had to get that out of the way anyway. So for the Xfinity Series, all the powerhouses are gone. You know, Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, Cole Custer. So somebody has to win, somebody has to take over. Now, the people that are quote-unquote taking over are going to be Justin Allgaier, Chase Briscoe, Austin Cindric, Ross Chastain, Daniel Hemrick, and Noah Gragson, with probably Michael Annett fighting for 8th position every single week. Now, this is rough. One of these guys are going to win. One of these guys is going to win the championship, and they're going to be the dominators, quote-unquote dominators. I know it's odd to think that, but that's just the situation that we are in now. The thing that I want to look at for Las Vegas going in is fast laps. I want to see who's running the fast laps in practice. I want to see the lap averages. I think, yet again, like I said in the Truck Series, the faster teams will rise to the top, and they're going to have the best chance of being out in front at the end. That's how it was this in the Truck Series. Other than the Kyle Busch Motorsports cars getting torn up, everybody who was fast, I mean, it all just shook out in that long green flag run. You pretty much just fell in line to where you ran in practice, to where you were on lap time over the course of run. I expect the same thing in the Xfinity Series race. The drivers that I'm interested in going into the weekend before looking at practice and everything: Ryan Siege, Justin Allgaier, Brandon Jones, Joey Kays, Robbie Lyons, Jesse Little, Landon Castle, Alex LeBay, and Matt Snyder, with Tommy Joe Martins rounding this list off. Now, I don't think I'm going to have as much interest in Landon Castle. I don't think he's going to run the whole race for Morgan Shepherd, although that's what they wanted to do this season. I don't think that's going to happen there. Not too interested in Joey Gaze. I could be, but you know, I'm just not. I'd rather go somewhere else after looking at the lap times. We'll get into it. BJ McLeod, Joe Nemechek, JJ Ailey, and Kyle Weatherman are also people that I'm interested in, but I need to see if they have sponsors. I need to see if they're starting and parking. And as I said yesterday, you can check that out through their Twitter, through their Facebook, through their Instagram, through their website, if it's updated. Either way, there's a vast majority of ways to check it out. And that's the real battle right there. Checking to see if they're going to start and park. Checking to see if they have a sponsor. Getting into the practice times, we had quite a few guys go out for practice in their lone practice, which is good for us. I like these lone practices. People are saying that to me. I'm looking at the 5 lap averages right now. I could look at the 10 and 5, but only 9 guys ran a 10 lap, and only 3 guys ran a 15, so we're just going to focus on the 5 lap averages, and we'll get a good rundown on qualifying to where these guys are going to roll out and where they are and everything. Anyway, Ross Chastain, Cindric, Gregson, and Harrison Burton were the 4 fastest, with Justin Haley rounding out the top 5. I want to tell you right now, Noah Gragson is probably my favorite play on this slate right now at $9,900. I think he should be the most expensive. I think Noah Gragson has the most talent out of anybody in the field right now. And I like Noah Gragson a lot. I'm not just saying that because he won a Daytona, but he has a lot of talent. He improved tremendously at the end of last year, and I think he has a real shot to take down the championship this year with a dominating performance. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe about 4 wins this season. We'll see how it goes. He's already got 1. He's got 3 more to go to hit my good little benchmark. So Noah Gragson, 3rd fastest 5-lap averages. Didn't run a 10-lap, but that's what I wanted to see entering this weekend to be interested in Noah Gragson. Matt Snyder tore up the car, wrecked it, went to a backup car. He's going to be starting in the back. Not too interested in him. Brandon Jones also. I mean, we're going to have to play Brandon Jones this year, gentlemen. It's just something you're going to have to do. I think a Brandon Jones, Noah Gragson stack is damn cheap, damn easy, and damn good. I think it'll work out really well. Just Noggar 8th fastest, Chase Briscoe 9th, Brandon Brown in the 68 car. I think Brandon Brown's going to be a bit interesting. I think he might qualify very well, but I think he will end up probably losing positions no matter where he qualifies. Michael Annett, Ryan Siege, and Riley Herburst, 11th, 12th, and 13th, respectively. There, not too much interest in them right now based on their speed. Just they're at where I expect them to be. Daniel Hemrick, he is 15th quickest, but he's 10,200. Little too steep for my blood right now, unless he qualifies in the back. Now, Jesse Little, Brett Moffitt are the 2 guys that are popping out to me right now for quote unquote value, quote unquote, cheaper guys. And I just want to go through. Jesse Little. Here, actually, I'm gonna look at laps ran for these guys. Actually, Jesse Little ran 25 laps. Brett Moffitt ran 23. That's a good sign that they're going to run. Brett Moffitt actually has just a black car with a sticker on it right now. I don't know if he'll grab any more sponsorships before the race tomorrow, but he's running 23 laps in practice. That shows a good sign that he will run the full race. JJ Yaley in an unsponsored number 52 car. I believe that JJ Yaley will not start in park. He is $5,100. You should play him at this moment unless something changes. But he had a blacked out car yesterday. We'll have to check and see if they got any sponsorships. But I like JJ Yaley as well. Tommy Joe Martins ran 23 laps. Going to be running full time this year in his family-owned team car. All of that. I like Tommy Joe Martins as well. Not interested in Timmy Hill. Not interested in David Starr a whole lot. I think we can find better players to go with. Mason Massey ran 27 laps. He is also $4,600. I think this slate's really interesting, just like the truck series. A lot of, like, Tanner Gray was really cheap for the trucks. I think that's how it's going to be for the Xfinity Series. A lot of these really, really cheap guys are going to run the full race and are going to have good equipment and good cars. Those are mainly the guys I'm looking at. Robbie Lyons is the number 15. Powered by the Sunwest Construction Chevrolet for BJ McLeod. Why do I know all this? Well, 1, he's sponsored. 2, here's a little bit of a secret. I actually know Robbie Lyons. Not in no way of like I know him face to face, but the Super Speedway Series that I used to race in a couple years back on iRacing, he was part of it. He raced on it and he sponsored it. It was called the Sunwest Construction Super Speedway Series, and so I got to know him a bit. I have him on Facebook. I don't talk to him about DFS. I don't really bother anybody with that. I don't tweet at drivers. I think that's pretty asinine to do about what do you think about fantasy and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, anything that Robbie has his money invested in, I believe that he's going to put in all that he can, and running that many laps looks very good, and he's at $6,100. Like I said, running 22 laps, I think that's real good. So let me go over the guys that I'm interested in now that we're done kind of running through the field. Obviously, this is subject to change depending on who qualifies first, where they qualify, and all that type of stuff. Oops. But let's get into it. So let me go over here. I'm just gonna do on overall speeds. Actually, I'm gonna do it off of the DraftKings pricing. Probably Noah Gragson stands out the most to me. Michael Annett, Brandon Jones, Ryan Siege, Brett Moffitt. Brett Moffitt's a bit too expensive, $8,300, but we'll have to see. I don't think I'm actually going to end up using Brett Moffitt. Just $8,300 is a bit steep for him. Riley Herburst is way too cheap for a Kyle Busch Motorsports vehicle. I don't trust him at all, but at $7,800, I can take a hit on him. Vinnie Miller, I'm in, actually, never mind, not Vinny Miller, I was taking another guy. Where is he at? Jesse Little at $6,300, Robbie Lyons at $61, Tommy Joe Martins at $55, BJ McLeod at $53, JJ Yaley at $5,100, and Mason Massey at $4,600, with Kyle Weatherman as well at $47, and Joey Gaze, I guess you can throw him in there. I'm not too crazy about Joey Gaze this week, but in the 93 car, he ran 24 laps. I think he's probably going to run the whole race there. So if you look at the pricing, Mason Massey, Kyle Weatherman, Joey Gaze, JJ Yaley, BJ McLeod, Tommy Joe Martins, Robbie Lyons, Jesse Little, those are like 10 guys under $6,300 that you can play. I think you play 2 guys there. You might play 3 and just stack the top. Either way, I think that's the way you're gonna have to attack this this race, which is really, really cool. We got a lot of underfunded guys planning to run the whole race, at least from what my instinct is telling me. So that's how I'm going to look at it there. Hopefully this helps you out. Got it in about 11 minutes. That's not too bad there. NASCAR Cup Series video will be out on DFS Tavern tonight. I'm praying that I get it out by tonight. If not, it'll be out Sunday morning, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be out Saturday evening. Either way, thank you for listening, and I will catch you on the flip side. Home Skillet, hope you win some greenbacks. You know what I mean.